Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here on Play on GAA with me, Seamus, Brady, your host, and for this one I'm going to run through the victory for Tyrone which they got over their rivals Armagh. Tyrone have seen off their rivals Armagh in an absolute battle at Healy Park in Armagh, winning by 13 points to 11 in an absolute titanic struggle between the two sides. A game that, to be honest, was quite defensive from the offset, but that being said, there was so many goal chances in this game, like a lot of goal chances, and we're going to run through them in the full recap. I'm going to run through the whole game minute by minute, so let's go. So right at the start, Armagh had a huge goal chance. Connor Turbett, completely lost by Cormac Quinn, bats it straight at Niall Morgan. Good save by Morgan. And Rian O'Neill missed the resulting 45. In the third minute, Darren McCurry opened the scoring to make it 1-0. Andrew Murnan responded for Armagh. In the 6th minute, Armagh had another goal chance. This time, Darragh Burns, his shot went wide. Darragh Canavan then hit a beauty and hit another to make it 3 points to 1 to Tyrone. Rian O'Neill had a shot that you could maybe argue was over the bar. It certainly looked over the bar for me. Wasn't given. Score remained 3-1. Darren McCurry then scored. No pressure on him taking that shot. 4 points to 1 to Tyrone. They were looking good. Armagh responded with an easy free for Hampsey pulling off the ball from Rian O'Neill. 4-2. In the 14th minute, Niall Morgan denied Jason Duffy a goal. Another goal chance for Armagh. It remained 4-2. In the 16th minute, Connor Turbett hit a lovely point to make it 5-3. And in the 20th minute, Matty Donnelly made it 6-3, responding for Tyrone. In the 22nd minute, Darren McCurry added a gorgeous one, 7-3. Tyrone were moving very nicely. In the 28th minute, Tyrone could have really left Armagh for dead. Peter Hart, right through on goal, hit his shot right off the post. Really should have scored. In the 29th minute, Rian O'Neill was sent off straight after that. That was the game's turning point. He had his knee pressed on Cormac Quinn. Do I think that's a red card? Like, by the letter of the law, yes. It definitely is harsh considering what else flies in that game. But it definitely was, and Rian O'Neill didn't even really argue it himself. As soon as red card was shown, he didn't really look that surprised. He was just off. But Rian O'Neill sent off. Honestly, I'm kind of on the fence. I can see both arguments, but by the letter of the law, it was a red card. So he is gone. But the other key thing is Michael O'Neill, the Tyrone defender, avoided a stonewall black card because the referee's attention was elsewhere. But if you slow down the replays and watch it, Michael O'Neill just completely trips the Armagh player down. Like a stonewall black card. Very, very lucky to avoid that. Then at halftime, Paddy Hampsey added a gorgeous score outside of the boot just before halftime. Tyrone went in 8 points to 4 ahead. And the honest truth is they had been the better side in the first half. The first score of the second half took 8 minutes to arrive, but arrived from Darragh Burns with a fisted point to make it 8 points to 5. In the 48th minute, a big hit left Darragh Burns, Brian Kennedy, and Darren McCurry all in bits. But a foul was committed on Michael McKernan straight after, with Darren McCurry himself slotting it over. Tyrone then added another score for Michael McKernan to make it 10-5. In the 55th minute, Conor Myler did what I thought was the game-clinching score, making it 11 points to 5, putting Tyrone 6 points up. However, all of a sudden, Armagh just decided to turn up. They had been letting Tyrone have their kickouts at their leisure the entire game, but from the 60th minute, they decided to actually go for it. Rory Grugan hit an easy free for Armagh's first score in 18 minutes. You can't have an argument about that. You go 18 minutes without scoring, you do not deserve to win the game, in my opinion. And now, from the resulting free, the kick out was taken by Niall Morgan, cut out by Jason Duffy, slotted over by Oisin Konate. Now there was an atmosphere. Now there was momentum building up. Armagh were coming back into the game. In the 63rd minute, another free was given to Armagh, slotted over by Connor Turbett. Now it was 11-8. In the 64th minute, though, this is where Darragh Canavan stood up and was counted. He was outstanding in this game. He slotted over a brilliant point to make it 12 points to 8 after a brilliant catch by Niall Morgan after an earlier Armagh attack. Rory Grugan sent over a point off his left-hand side to make it 12-9. In the 67th minute, Michael McKernan had a chance to seal it, put the ball wide. In the 71st minute, Cormac Quinn had a chance to seal it. He hit the post, rebounded back out to Darragh Canavan, who put the ball over the bar. In the 73rd minute, Rory Grugan slotted another free to make it 13 points to 10. 7 minutes of added time had been announced. That was the 3rd minute of it. And then, after Grugan's free, this is my kind of hot take of this video, Tyrone just passed the ball around for 2.5 minutes. Literally just played the ball around, completely killed the game. Kind of difficult to look at. And look, I'm from Dublin. We absolutely pioneered this. We did this for years. We used this to kill off momentum, to kill off teams' challenge, especially if they got a goal. We hung on to the ball for the next 10 minutes. It was called game management. It is game management, but let's be honest, it's boring to watch. Nobody likes watching that style of football. But the reality is, it worked to a point. It nearly cost them. Niall Morgan dropped the ball, lost it to Oisin Konate. He could have kicked the ball into the back of the net there. And I immediately was thinking he should have kicked it straight away. But that is with hindsight. Maybe he didn't know that Michael McKernan was behind him, because Michael McKernan got back to spare Niall Morgan's blushes and clear it out for a 45. From that, I was thinking, obviously drop the ball in. Grugan goes short to Konate, who then slots the ball over the bar. And I'm literally looking at the screen thinking, why have they just done that? Were they told? They must have been told that there was another attack. But if they were, then the referee has just mugged them off, because immediately after, he blew the full-time whistle. So for Armagh, again, it's another confusing game. A game that they probably could have won, but they haven't. Tyrone looked good at stages again, but then didn't look good at other stages. The reality is they were the better team for long periods of that game against a 14-man Armagh who were without Rian O'Neill, and they still only won by 2 points and could have been caught at the death as Niall Morgan dropped the ball. So I don't think either team will walk away from that game feeling super over the moon or super delighted with their performance. Even though Tyrone won, there's a lot to work on. You can tell in the demeanour of Matty Donnelly, voted man of the match. Fantastic performance by him again. You could tell by his demeanour that he knows there's a lot of work to do to get up to the level where they can win the All-Ireland. So, look, both teams have stuff to work on. Tyrone got the victory. No doubt they'll both make it out of the group, so they will both need to up their level for challenges that lie ahead for them down the road. There will be an in-depth review of this game along with all the games from the weekend coming here on Play on GAA, guys, over the next couple of days, so make sure you check that out. And until the next one, guys, take care.